Well, my name's Rebecca, and I went on a break, 2017, and it was actually some months after I'd been given the clear. So there was a little bit of me actually at the time thought, do I need this? And then when I got there, I realised, bloody hell, I really need this. I didn't know I needed this so badly because I thought I should have got over it. I was I was holding on to stuff and not admitting any of it and thinking it would all be over now. And actually, I knew I wasn't okay. I certainly was not as bad as some people are, because I had a friend who would talk to me and tell me that I needed counselling and so on. I kept going, I don't need counselling, I don't need counselling. But the trouble was, the general people who haven't been through this experience don't know what it's like, and as happens in cold feet, they think that just because it's all over, you're fine now. So you wouldn't know who to talk to or who to go to. And there was Cancer Lifeline offering me this lifeline. And a little bit of me had thought that I hadn't suffered enough. I knew that other people, I was just saying in the car on the way here, I had a slightly strange experience because it took 2 months to diagnose me. And twice, if not 3 times, I was told I did not have cancer. And then the next day I was told, oh, actually, we still suspect it. And then I ended up with surgery. And when that happens, you're actually very much left alone. And you don't meet other people in the same boat. And so I thought I hadn't suffered enough because I had had the surgery and it was all over. But I knew that other people were losing their hair and having horrible chemotherapy and radiotherapy. And I was supposed to feel lucky about it, and I did. Also, just I was at Torbay Hospital for diagnosis, and I went to Exeter for the operation. And I kind of felt I'd lost my specialist nurse. I didn't know who was my nurse. I didn't know anybody in the same boat. The specialist went away on holiday, and I had no one to say, can you tell me if I really need to have this horrible operation? And so I didn't know who to ask. And so I did. That was partly why I felt incredibly isolated. And so therefore that kind of feeling went on and on, that I hadn't suffered enough. So when I went on the break, I thought that was why I was feeling a bit, oh, I haven't suffered enough, I don't need this. There are other people more deserving. It was wonderful to meet other people who'd been through the cancer experience. It was such a wonderful place to be in, such wonderful food. Everybody was so welcoming. I began to realise, because I was still hurting quite a lot from the operation. I still hurt a lot and felt pretty sorry for myself. And through the course of the weekend, I suddenly began to think, I am not my pain, because it felt like it would sort of welded itself to me. And that was a huge freeing, releasing experience to feel that. The meditations were, I'm not a meditative sort of person, but I did find the meditations, the guided meditations, really, really useful. And I sort of had some bingo experiences. And I think I realised that unless you've been through cancer, you can't expect friends or family to understand anything at all, and I had been doing, and harbouring quite a lot of sort of grudgy feelings because I thought they're not looking after me, they don't love me enough. But because I hadn't really, apart from this one person who took me out for coffee a couple of times, I didn't know anybody else in the cancer world really. And so I thought it was me. But I realised that people don't understand it. And so that was partly why it was so lovely at the weekend, because it was a great huggy time when you could be with other people who were in the same boat, even if they hadn't the same cancer as I did. Yes, I went with my partner, Chris. I would have gone on my own, but I felt, because Chris had been really, really supportive and looked after me awfully brilliantly when I came out of hospital, because when you've had that operation, you're not allowed to lift a kettle. So I needed lots of looking after for many weeks. Anyway, he looked after me so well that him coming with me on the break felt really nice. And yeah, it was just part of what we do together. We had an expression, mitfahren, which is we do it together, I think, in German. So whenever I said, "Oh, I'm sorry you're coming to yet another boring appointment with me," he would say, "Mitfahren." So we mitfahren on the weekend as well. I had lots of different conversations with lots of different people, and they all helped every single person there. It was really important to be there as a group, and it was really important to be there that we'd all kind of come through it relatively recently. And yes, I seem to remember coming out also thinking, God, I wish I had gone to counselling or done something a lot earlier, because I still had lots to process as a result. It enabled me to think more objectively about what happened, instead of just feeling completely sort of tied up in my own feelings of, I don't know where to take this. It kind of gave me the words, it gave me an understanding of what the whole thing was about, really. And lasting. I can't imagine life without it. I mean, I don't think I'd be anywhere where I am today without it, really. Especially having to now face, my partner's own cancer. So it's given me a lot of strength in that respect. That we're all equal. That no one's, I think it's the equality really that's really makes that really important. That we're all in the same boat, and we've all not had to fork out, or not had to struggle to get there, or not had to sacrifice something. I think it's really, I can't tell you how important I think that is. Because everybody with cancer needs to go in this kind of thing. Everybody needs it without doubt. Sometime within the first 9 months after you've supposedly recovered or not recovered, after you've been through some treatment, I think it's really important. A huge thank you to Cancer Lifeline and to Joe, who actually told me about it while we were looking for second-hand clothes in the charity shop. And she told me all about it. So I said, my God, that's what I want to do.